Good morning, dear students. Welcome for today's class of Company Law and Secretarial Practice. In previous class, we have discussed the various concepts of duties or functions of a company secretary. In that, we have classified the functions into two, that is statutory functions and non-statutory functions. In statutory functions, as per the Indian Companies Act 2013 we have seen, and now today we shall see what are the functions of a company secretary under the Income Tax Act. As per the Income Tax Act, it is the duty of a company secretary to file returns along with the help of the company auditor or a company CA. It is the duty of the company secretary to check or to collect all the financial reports or audit reports and file the return with the income tax department. Every year, after the completion of audit, there will be a stipulated time given for filing of returns. Within that stipulated period, the company secretary should file the returns under Income Tax Act. And if any income tax needs to be paid, that payment should be made. And even if when we are making some payments to the clients, customers and other things, if the TDS means what? Tax deduction at source. If it need to be deducted, then it need to be deducted and submitted to the income tax department. Apart from this, if any other compliance or if any other compliance need to be submitted or need to be met, those things need to be completed by the company secretary. Sometimes there may be a call for a scrutiny. Scrutiny means what happens is, when we file a return, sometimes income tax department may call us for some queries about our returns, and we are supposed to be present there along with the necessary documents, proofs and other things. So at that point of time, along with the company secretary, the auditor of the company will also join this scrutiny in front of the income tax department. So these are the functions of a company secretary under Income Tax Act. The next, under Indian Stamp Act. As per the Stamp Act, whenever a company is entering into any contract, agreements and other things, the company secretary should check and verify those agreements or contracts and see whether the agreement or contract is beneficial to the company or no, whether all the required things of a contract are there or no, all the terms and conditions of that are clear or no. So with this, all the necessary things will be clear and understood. So these are the things under the Indian Stamp Act. And other acts, as and when the state and central government gives the regulations, as per those rules and regulations, it's a duty of a company secretary to file the compliance, give the necessary things, maintain the necessary books, and the routine activities should be run whether within the framework given or set by these laws in a particular region or a particular area. So these are the statutory functions of a company secretary. The next is non-statutory functions. The non-statutory functions are those functions which are not binded or compulsion by law. Here, let us see what are these non-statutory functions. Number one, secretary has to discharge non-statutory functions in relation to directors, shareholders and office and staff. Whatever the general rules and regulations or obligations are there with regards to shareholders, directors and staff members or staff of the company, the company secretary has to follow certain functions. In that, number one, functions as an agent of a director. Here, company secretary works as an agent on behalf of directors. Directors, they decide certain things in the board meeting, and as per those decisions, it is the duty of a company secretary to say, uh, act according to those guidelines given by the board meeting. So that's why he functions as an agent on behalf of directors. He enters into agreements, contracts on behalf of the board of directors, provided that authority is being vested to the company secretary. The next, functions towards shareholders. Here a company secretary need to say, provide the share allotment certificate, share certificate and other documents as per the requirement, and it is the duty of the company secretary to intimate the shareholders about the general meeting, voting in the general meeting and other special meetings if sometimes conducted. So it is the duty of the company secretary to give information and other things whenever required by a shareholder. The next, functions towards office and staff. Whatever the employment policy or service policies are being framed out by the board of directors, those framed service policies or policies are to be implemented by the company secretary in the office and with the staff. While doing this, if he faces any problem, he need to communicate the same thing to the board of directors, get it resolved, and then again communicate the office and staff. So he works as a mediator or liaison officer in between the staff and the board of directors. So these are the statutory and non-statutory functions of a company secretary. In tomorrow's class, we shall see the responsibilities and liabilities of company secretary. With this, we shall stop here. If you have any questions, doubts, you all can feel free to contact me at any point of time. Thank you. Good day.